Welcome to World Trade Insight. We're bringing you a special report on what might just be one of the biggest shifts in global finance we've ever seen, the 2026 crypto transformation. In early 2026, the cryptocurrency market is undergoing a historic transformation. It's moving from the fringes of finance right into its very core. So the big question isn't if digital assets will merge with the traditional system anymore. No, the real question now is how fast it's all happening and just how deep the changes will go. And it looks like 2026 is shaping up to be the pivotal year. Now, this isn't just about hype or speculation. It's being driven by two massive, powerful forces that are coming together at the perfect time. First, you've got the floodgates of institutional money just bursting open. And second, we're finally getting some real regulatory clarity, which is building a solid foundation for all this growth. So let's dive in and break down what that actually means. All right, first up, the trend that's been making headlines everywhere. Wall Street is officially going crypto. The institutional floodgates are well and truly open. You know, this whole thing really kicked into high gear with the launch of the spot Bitcoin ETFs. And look, when a giant like BlackRock gets in the game with a product like their IBIT fund, it's not just another ETF. I mean, this thing became one of the fastest growing financial products in history. That's a huge signal, a massive shift in mainstream acceptance and trust. And believe me, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The next wave is already building. We're talking new ETFs expected for other big players like Ethereum and Solana. On top of that, you've got more and more corporations adding Bitcoin directly to their balance sheets. And the big banks? Oh, they're done watching from the sidelines. They are jumping in and they're moving fast. So all this institutional money pouring in leads us straight to our second megatrend, which honestly could be even bigger. We're talking about tokenizing the real world. The idea is actually pretty simple, but it's completely revolutionary. Basically, everything of value can and probably will be put on a blockchain. So what exactly is real-world asset tokenization? People call it RWA. It's pretty straightforward, actually. It's just the process of creating a digital token on a blockchain that represents your ownership of a real-world thing. Think about anything: a piece of real estate, a corporate bond, even a famous painting. And the way it works is actually pretty simple. First, you pick an asset. Then, you basically create a digital version of the deed or title. That's the token. And once you've done that, that token can be traded instantly all over the globe. The best part? The market never closes. We're talking 24/7. This just blows the doors open for liquidity and access for investors everywhere. And the sheer scale of this, I mean, it is absolutely staggering. We're not talking about a market in the billions. Big players like A16Z are predicting this will be a market measured in trillions of dollars. And let me be clear, this isn't some far-off fantasy. Financial titans like BlackRock and JP Morgan are building the pipes for this system right now. Okay, so this whole on-chain revolution, it naturally extends to the very basics of finance, how we move money. This brings us to our third huge trend, the rise of the new internet dollar. We're talking about the explosion of stablecoins and how they're about to completely change the game for global payments. Just look at the growth here. It's absolutely explosive. The stablecoin market is on track to blow past $500 billion in 2026. This is so far beyond a niche market now. You've got major banks actively looking into issuing their own stablecoins. That tells you everything you need to know, right? They see where this is all headed. And this really shows you why this is happening. Let's just compare the old way to the new way. A bank wire, it can take days, it's expensive, and you can only do it during banking hours. A stablecoin, it's practically instant. We're talking seconds. The fees are tiny, and it works 24/7, 365 days a year. So see, this isn't just a small improvement. It's a complete revolution in how money moves across the globe. Now, with all this crazy innovation happening, what about the original? What about Bitcoin? Well, it's solidifying its final form, becoming the undisputed digital gold of this new financial world. I mean, its dominance in the market is just undeniable. Bitcoin is the anchor of this entire space. It's the #1 store of value, and it's still the main on-ramp for all those huge institutional players we were just talking about. And that strength is really showing up in the price outlook for 2026. Projections see it starting the year around $90,000, but then climbing steadily past $110,000, with some analysts setting their high targets at $150,000 or maybe even more. It's really cementing itself as a better performer than even traditional safe havens like gold. All right, for our final piece of the puzzle, let's go into the engine room of this whole transformation, DeFi, or decentralized finance. Because in 2026, DeFi is really growing up. It's moving way past its Wild West experimental phase and becoming a serious, robust, institutional-grade system. And there are a few key things pushing this forward. You've got Layer 2s, which are basically express lanes for blockchains that make everything faster and way cheaper. You're seeing AI get integrated to make things smarter and more efficient. And that idea of trading tokenized securities we talked about, it's becoming a reality. But what's really crucial here is that the regulations are finally catching up. Things like the proposed Clarity Act in the US are giving institutions the clear rules they need to jump in with confidence. So all of this, it leads us to one last really profound question. As the world's assets, I'm talking about everything from your house to your retirement fund, as they all move on-chain, what does it actually mean to own something anymore? This is a fundamental shift in thinking that, well, we're all about to go through. The takeaway from all this is clear. Crypto isn't just about speculation anymore. It's becoming a core foundational pillar of global finance. This is World Trade Insight. Make sure you subscribe for the latest analysis on world trade and the global economy. Thanks for joining us.